Gonna try, gonna try, gonna try. Work till I die, till I die, till I die. I'm gonna fail and get up, cause I'm not giving up on my dream.
Hi my lovely Frosty fam, it's me, Karen Frost here at Nail Decadence, and I'm sorry I've been away for a while. I've had a shocking time. As you all know, my dear sister passed away, and less than a month after that happened, my cousin passed away, my uncle's only son, and it was very sudden and it was very shocking. We didn't see it coming. He had a sudden heart attack and actually died the exact same way my uncle did. So it was obviously I'm still grieving for my sister, and then to be hit with, I spent so much, especially my teens, so much of my time, especially in my teens, at his house. Just, he's the sweetest, most joyful guy, and he was completely healthy. I lost myself for a bit, and it's been, not gonna lie, it's been really, really hard. I don't know what else to say. I'm struggling. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've always tried to keep things not too personal, but then I know some of you are really quite invested and do actually care about what's happening with me. So I just want to let you know, I'm going through it. I'm going through it, and I'm just trying to get through each day as it comes, because it's a lot. I've got the funeral to attend next week. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. That's all I can say. It's a lot. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. I'm not going to keep dwelling on it because it's just going to upset me. So I'm going to move on from that and get to the nails and bring up the pace and the joy a bit. So in this video, I will be creating an acrylic set of nails with some very sparkly and delicious holographic silver glitter, as you saw in the beginning there. So as you can see, I ombrayed the cover pink down the first index nail, and now I am building the colour up on the middle finger. I'm keeping it thin still because I'm just going for coverage, not thickness, because I'm going to be adding glitter that needs to be encapsulated. So I want to keep my layers thin but still get the colour payoff. It's not a very deep colour, this cover pink. It's very soft, so it can be a bit more difficult to build that colour up without it staying like relatively thin. So bleed out the back of your bead if you need to, so that you get more colour payoff, if that makes sense. If you bleed the back of your bead, and when I say bleed the back of your bead, what I mean is after you've picked up your bead of acrylic, you put your brush onto your paper towel and press it down with the acrylic side up, yeah, so that the paper towel absorbs the liquid from your brush, and then when you apply that to the nail, the bead will be somewhat drier and therefore somewhat more opaque. That's a way you can get more colour payoff without sacrificing for, you know, and ending up with a very thick nail. So yeah, there's that. And as you can see, I am putting a lot of glitter on this nail. Also put some of this silver foil on it. Moved on to the ring finger. This is such a sparkly set. It's just, this glitter, I just wanted to put it on everything. More glitter please. More glitter. So as you can see, applying loads of glitter, picking up that glitter with tiny, and I mean tiny, wet beads of clear acrylic, because I'm just getting it to stick. Like I said, you don't want to build any thickness with this. You want to keep it nice and thin so that when you encapsulate it with clear, you're not going to file into your glitter, because that's really annoying when that happens. So yeah, tiny beads of clear acrylic. Pick up your glitter and then spread it on. Use your brush to nudge it around and get it all filled in as much as you would like it to be. And as you can see, I want it fully covered. I don't want any gaps to show through, so I'm really making sure I'm taking my time in nudging those glitter pieces around. Now I'll put some by the cuticle area. I want to keep this as neat as I can. It can be difficult to get the cuticle area to look neat with glitter because obviously it's not going to create an exactly straight line. It's going to be a bit, jaggedy, if that's a word. So just try your best to not push the glitter too far to the cuticle area so that you can encapsulate it with clear. You want to put your clear behind it, but we'll get to that part afterwards. On the little finger now, same again with the glitter, tiny beads of clear acrylic. Add your glitter on. Doing a glitter fade on this one. So I'm going to place most of the glitter at the tip and bring it up the nail sort of 2/3 of the way, because I'm going to bring the cover pink and ombre it over the top of it. So I'm just trying to get the 2/3 of the way sorted, and then I can go ahead and apply my cover pink over the top. So I'm doing 2 types of ombre. So this nail is the glitter ombre over the cover pink, whereas the little finger will be the cover pink over the glitter fade. So as you can see, I'm doing the glitter fade at an angle on this nail, so it's the opposite of the nail that you can see in the middle, on the middle finger, and also adding some of that silver leaf. I don't think I really needed the silver leaf, to be honest, but I clearly wanted to put it on, so I did. This was filmed quite some time ago, so yeah, I haven't actually filmed any new videos for a really long time. I will get to doing that, but right now it's just not the time. So I'm just trying to get through some of the editing on my backlog that I have. So yeah, I've edited 3 videos. I just need to voice them over, and that's the part that's been stalling me, is the voiceover, because yeah, it's hard to pretend you're happy when you're not. So I don't like to bring a voiceover where I'm very down, but obviously I can't sound happy when I'm explaining why I've been absent again from YouTube and social media. So yeah, it is what it is. Life happens, hey? Life's not easy. We all have our struggles and we all deal. All I can say is, if you are struggling and your mental health is suffering, please talk to someone. Holding it in is not great. I've got some very good friends, and my husband is my best friend, so I've got plenty of people and family to talk to. So yeah, don't hold it in. Speak to someone and get the help you need to stay sane. It's so important. So as you can see, I'm capping these nails with my clear acrylic. This is where I'm thinking about the structure of the nail, so I want to make sure that I get my apex in that back third of the nail so that it's nice and strong, because that's the point it's most likely to break from. That's the point it needs to be the thickest. So you do want to make sure you build up your apex, and you want to make sure that you thoroughly encapsulate this glitter. If that glitter is still sparkling and shining at you, you have not capped it with clear, so put some more on. It's easy to tell when you've encapsulated it, and you want to make sure that you have enough encapsulated with clear that you're not going to file into that glitter. It's tricky at the cuticle area especially not to file away the glitter, but that comes with practice. But even with practice and you get used to doing it, you still make the odd mistake. So don't stress about it too much. You can always put crystals there to mask it by the cuticle area if you file away too much, or you can do the little trick of just adding a few bits of glitter where you filed it away, and just double top coat to seal that glitter in. So there are ways to get around it if you overfile. Don't worry too much about that. And as you can see, still capping away. Whilst I'm capping, I'll ask how you are doing. How are you? How is everything going on with you? What have you been up to? Anything exciting? I've not really been doing anything, obviously, but I have been watching the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, and my oh my, I've been following this case from the beginning, way back when Johnny Depp sued the Sun newspaper. So I know a lot of the details and the background of this case. So watching Amber Heard on the stand is just shocking. She's shocking. The things that she is saying with the evidence she has, it has never matched, and it still doesn't match. And it's the audio recordings of her sounding like Harlequin, mocking and just belittling Johnny is just, it's a lot, but it's kept my mind occupied watching the trial. It serves as a distraction for me, so I'm actually quite grateful that the trial is happening now so that I can watch it. Have you seen any of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial? Let me know, because it's wild. It was wild way back in the UK, but we're getting to hear everything this time. Nothing is behind closed doors, which is what happened in the UK trial. You couldn't see any of this in the UK trial. You could only get the transcripts, and the essay stories were done behind closed doors, so you didn't get transcripts of that. So seeing it all televised is something completely different, and to see her in real time doing what she's doing is wild, absolutely wild. Anyway, as you can see, I filed off camera, and now it's time to top it off and keep it tough, and we are at the end of the video almost. Haha. I'm going to do a 3D acrylic flower, so don't leave just yet. It's not finished, but look at that glitter when I top coat. Oh, it just brings the colour right back to life, and there is the sparkle and holographic gorgeous colour shift. Oh, it's so pretty. I love this glitter mix. It is a chunky mix to work with, so a little bit more tricky, but it is rather special. Yes, indeed. I'll just finish top coating this. You don't want it to be too thick of a layer, but then not too thin, if you know what I mean. And as you'll see, I brush over the very tips of the nail before I put it into the lamp, just in case any of the top coat has pulled by the very tip of the nail, because that can sometimes happen, and it will distort the shape of the nail. So cured that for 60 seconds, and now I'm going to do a little 3D flower. It's not anything too fancy. It's just a basic 3D flower. Sorry about the camera going out of focus. It was literally having trouble with focusing on that sparkly glitter. It just couldn't handle it. It was just too much. Camera was like, no, what do I do? This is too much sparkle. So as you can see, I'm just placing really, really tiny beads with a 3D brush. It's just a very small acrylic brush, and I place a bead on. I'm bleeding the back of the beads before I place them on, and then because I'm using a fast setting acrylic, I'm not really waiting too long for it to polymerize before I start patting it out. If you pat your beads out too soon, they won't hold their shape. So you do want to pat it out at the right time. Timing is key with doing 3D work. You do have to plan it so that the bead doesn't just dissolve into a puddle. It stays and keeps its shape. That's the most important thing when doing 3D. So as you can see, finished that part. So I'm going to add a couple of little leaves. Why not? Just to finish it off. There we go, there's one leaf. And you can see how I pat it out and shape it a bit like a heart. I like those leaves that look a bit like a heart. there's another leaf here. Again, I'm just teasing that acrylic into the shape I want, using the very tip of my brush to shape it as I go. And there we have it. So this is the finished set. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Thank you ever so much for coming to my channel, watching this video and spending some of your most precious time with me. I appreciate you. Thank you ever so much. If you have not done so already, please click that subscribe button. Join the Frosty Fam. I'd love to have you. It's fun time over here, apart from when my life is a mess, but you know, it is what it is. If you've enjoyed this video in any way, shape or form, or it's helped you in some way, please click the like button, and if you feel like it, you are more than welcome to leave me a comment. I will get back to you. It may not be immediately because I've got a lot going on, but I will get back to you. So yeah, that's all I've got for this time, peeps. You take care now, and I will speak to you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Staring into the blue sky and just waiting.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it.